Now, the thing is, most children, okay, even if you interact with a younger child, right, before you turn 17 or 18, right, that's still considered a minor being with a minor, right? That's the problem. That's the problem. Even if I'm with a girl, say around 10 or 9, even, right, when, before I turn 17 or 18, right, I'm not trying to really go all the way with one yet, right? Either. But I might do something that, okay, since you're looking at me as being older, right, technically than the young lady I'm with or not, right? If she's between 9 to, say, 12, right? Even in Islamic law, a 9-year-old could be married to a 55-year-old man, right? And there's nothing you can do about it. It's called an arranged marriage, right? Do you know that, though? Right? That's just as bad as what you're trying to pigeonhole on me, in that I'm not around a child to molest them, right? At all. The only way something weird could happen, like I told you with my stepdaughter, is if she's in the bedroom all night and I wake up with her in there with me and I don't freaking know why, right? And I gotta figure something out, right? Do you understand? That's the only way it would get a little weird, because one of the reasons might be she has to pee or something. I don't know why a 4-year-old will wake me up in the middle of the night, do you? If she were to or not, right? But if she were to, my job is to just simply get her back to her mom as well, right? Now I gotta figure out what she's doing in there with me a little bit too, right? What you doing in here, child? Right. And if the bathroom's right there, say she puts her crotch in my face, what would that tell you if you're sleeping on the couch? Maybe she gotta pee? If not, something else is going on, then you're not even on that wavelength yet. If she were to, right? It's still hypothetical, right? See, I keep telling you, if I have to make something up to explain it to you, you're making me access the schizophrenic brain. Meaning I'm imagining what could have happened with me and the stepdaughter, so it don't count, right? No matter what you say about it. If we talked about it on base, right, it's too late. If my ex-wife knows something happened, that's when she can do something that night, right? You have 48 hours once I move back to base, even if it was Monday morning, right, to contact the police if you're my ex-wife, right? And that's all you got initially, right? See, if I made any kind of sexual contact or sexual events with my stepdaughter, that's not on you to even bring it up on YouTube, because she would have. Before YouTube. She ain't gonna wait no 11 years and have you do it for her. We don't even know who you are. We don't really think you're Sal either. We're just saying, what are you saying, right? Who are you, right? We're having to guess who you even are, right? Because we don't know you by name, right? We know each other by name. We married, dumbass, right? We had a relationship, even if it was 6 months long, right? And even if she got fed up with me real quick, right? Okay, I understand that too. I went back to base. I didn't even argue, right? But it don't mean I'm a bad person overall. She knows that too. It just, maybe she wanted her daughter more than she wanted me for the rest of our lives, right? I know. And that's fine too. As long as she made that decision, right? And let me know too, I'm on the same page as her, right? But then she might regret it and say, well, I'm dating Mary Bell. I don't know. It's not like me and Mary Bell could just move in together, or could we, Mary Bell? Because, see, Bart might stalk her to my house, and then my ex might stalk her to my house. Who knows? It's not as easy as all that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Mm-hmm. Now, I think this girl is trying to imitate Miley. I'm sorry, I just had to say something. With Rick and Maul. With Rick and Maul. I'm just sorry to just went there. But she's trying to wear see-through stuff, but not show anything. I hate that. You show something or don't. At least, never mind. But there it was, there it was. And like I told you, I can't interfere with someone else's destiny. But if they interfere with mine, I can raise again, right? Because even if your woman comes after me, you're doing something to scare her into my arms, right? Not me, not you. I know. See, I'm just looking, right? I'm waiting patiently for the right woman who can handle all this, right? Both in the bedroom and, right, out the bedroom, right? And see, you gotta come home to me, too. You can't just go home to another man, right? Well, I don't think you want him, right? Not me, and not me. Right, right. Unless anybody. Now, when I have a serious head injury from a wreck, right? Okay, where the windshield collapsed on my head. From that point on, neurologically, right? Right. I could be messed up and they not even catch it, right? Okay, even if I'm still functioning normally, right? It's not psychological because Dr. Weinrep, okay, psychology and psychiatry are different than neurology, right? You can be neurologically damaged and still function, right? But what you can't be is either you're sane when you first got into the Navy or you're not, right? Now, the only difference between the 2 years with before I met Sheena, right, is that I had been reading the Bible a way lot more, right? Too. See, it wasn't what happened before the dream, right, that caused me to think I was just one of the two witnesses. It was what happened during the time in the Navy, right, that kind of confirmed it to me, right? And see, that's when I became obsessed with the idea, right? See, an obsession is also part of the mental illness, right? I can't let this topic go because of the dream itself. And reading the Bible along with it, right? So the problem becomes with a psychiatrist or a psychologist, right? When did I actually believe I was one of the two witnesses too, right? Not so much after the dream and I came up with it through reading the Bible, right? On my own. Where in that the scriptures told me that the throne I saw is the throne of God. The light I saw on it was the God, right? Right. And the clouds represented the clouds of heaven, right? Of course. And that made me, from the passage in 11, 3 through 5, one of the two witnesses, right? The male. Why? Heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Right. So if I'm a male and I'm standing before the throne of God in heaven, I'm who? The male child. The male child too, right? He's caught up to the throne of God in heaven. Jesus is still. He's been there, right? I'm caught up to it, dummy. Which the only way you can do it is spiritually as how? In a dream. In a dream, right? We can't literally leave Earth and go to heaven. You can only do it how? In a dream. Like with Joseph and the stars and the moon and all that. Well, like me, I had a dream, right? Where I was caught to the throne of God in heaven and just stood before it, right? Kind of like Gabriel, right? Exactly. Now, I didn't know what to do about it also from the day I had it till I read about it in the book of Revelations, which was around 14, right? Maybe the summer as well, because when are you going to read the Bible off and on during your teenage years? Sometimes you might read some of it, sometimes you might not. Well, even though the adults were teaching on the book of Revelations, all that imagery and symbology didn't really mean nothing to me, right? Right. And I'm not in the adult class, so I know I wouldn't understand it, right? I didn't even try, right? To read it yet, right? In case that's what Miss Wilkes or Wilkerson, whatever her name was, right, was thinking, that I read the book of Revelations and think I'm now one of the two witnesses or something, right? Which again, right? Even if I did read about some of it, right? Somehow, right? If I really had the dream, right? And it's different than what John said, but you also find it in the first chapter where it talks about dwelling in the light which no man can approach. Okay, that's Jesus, right? Well, here I'm between the age of becoming a boy, right, a male child, to an adult. That's the key age to have the dream, right? It's called your bar mitzvah. Unless you're Greek, Jews, bar is ben. In Greek, it should be ben mitzvah or benah mitzvah. In the Hebrew, I don't know. You do know what that means, right? It's like Sar and Sarah. Yahoo and Yahuwah. You won't say the feminine words for boy and girl. Though Moses does Benoth and Benim, right? For sons and daughters that Adam and Eve had. What is he telling you that, right? You're going bath shit, right? Bat shit. Daughter crazy, right? You're denying she's part of God's image too, in that if we come from one image, you're not understanding it's not fully male, right? Only. Another problem is when you make your image now after the fall the image of God, you're lying to yourself, right? Because the woman was still in you, right? And the parts of her in you had to be taken out of you, right? So that means, physically speaking, right, parts of her that made you both, right, were removed from you to make you one and then her the other in her own body, right? See, that's what you won't see, right? How you were made from one in the image of God into two, the image of the male and female, right? Now you're male and female, right? And here's the thing. Whether you're the man or the woman, Taylor Swift, you gotta be the number one man or woman, right? Now, there is no number two, right? See, the thing is, what Jesus is trying to do is share his heavenly kingdom with us, right? What Satan is trying to do is rule it tyrannically as a tyrant, and only one can win the prize, right? One can sit on the throne, right? Right. Exactly. I don't know what the hell the phone's doing. I'm not even touching it, right? Behave yourself. If I return to Taylor Swift. Right. But see, that's the point. There is no the man. That's a myth. That's a myth. The reason it's a myth is men die. Men, if they rule They rule fleetingly, right? And the point is, right, we all are supposed to accept that each other, right? Well, she looks a cross between Jim Carrey and who? Right. Wolfman Jack? Right. Hell, I look similar, but whatever. World's richest. Okay, okay. But still, I'm just watching MTV Live and this came on while I'm doing my thing. But the thing is, right. Now, the only one who really judges all of us, though, is the devil, right? Now, who says all this is good or bad? Well, the haves and the have-nots, right? That's why, too. That's why, too. There she's supposed to be at an older age. Right. It's all crazy, ain't it, right? No, but like I said, right. You can't harass me just because your character looks like me. That's wrong, too. I don't think I don't notice. I don't know. Right. Well, it's having a problem zooming in. Now she either looks like a BG. I know that. Too. But that's the point. I know that. But then you're afraid to meet me as a human being and you're not being a human being yourself. I know, right? Right. That's what I mean, right? I don't think that's about me and I'm the only brunette with brown eyes and brown hair, but I am. One, two. Well, I still think he's closer to Jim Carrey than me because you're taller, probably, right? I'm Bruce Lee's height. Mm. Even Brandon was taller than the son because his wife Linda's tall, right? Now that does mean though he has a recessive tall gene from one of his parents, his father or mother, right? I know. Right. But dear, I'm not attacking you. But you can't attack me either, like I know who you are anymore than you know who I am, right? And that's the talent stalking the disabled who has a little talent himself, right? That ain't good. And you can't twist my words. I know exactly what I'm saying and going through, right? Because I can read what the doctors say about my disability, right? And understand it that way myself, right? Anyway, we know wigs and blue dye and all that. You can do all that, right? But it goes back to original color, too. Whatever. Now. But the thing is, you can't twist my words when I'm the author of my own destiny, not you, right? See, I am the captain of my own fate, not you. Mm-hmm. but. Mm. But but like I said, right? I don't know who did that either, but they're trying to pretend I have the clout that they can do that to me. When they know I don't. When they know you don't. They're also probably trying to keep me to make sure I don't get that kind of clout. Because then something could happen to them, right? Right, right. So they're going to confuse you about that, right? Well, think about it.